Hello, everyone. We're going to have now our press conference with player Brandon Bai. We're going to start with questions here in the room, and then we're going ahead with the ones on Zoom.
Hi, Brandon. Didn't get a chance to talk to you about yesterday's game, but what were your thoughts on the way the team performed?
Yeah, I think it was solid. Anytime you're playing in a different competition, we rotated some guys and other guys got some opportunities. Things like that all come into the game. So, I think we performed well overall, and Puebla's a different team. Something that we haven't seen before. I think we understood what we had to do, and we got the job done.
Jack was just in here moments ago talking about how strong the wing play is for Club América. What do you kind of feel is your individual challenge and battle in this upcoming match on Sunday?
Yeah, I think good team, obviously, and with any good team, you have good attacking players, and something that we'll have to deal with. As we look more at the team, we'll figure out more of the game plan with that. But yeah, anytime you're going up against a good team, I think you're gonna have good players and good wingers to go against. So that's life.
Brandon, what's changed for you position-wise under Jack as opposed to earlier in the spring?
Yeah, I think offensively, I'm changing where my positioning. Either it's low, a little higher, depending on the winger. I think early in the season, the first 14 games, I was in a really high position, and I think this maybe suits me better in possession. Defensively, I think it's simple under Jack. I think it's really win your duels, win your battles, stay connected as a team, and I think me and Finn are really connecting well and and continuing to build our relationships.
You just spoke about winning battles and duels, but against the better Mexican teams, there's always the aspect of the dark arts and the unwritten rules. How do you deal with those kinds of incidents as a player?
Yeah, it's life. I think you got to deal with it. You have to keep it level headed throughout the game because in MLS and Leagues Cup as well. I think there's always certain players that are trying to get under your skin and to try to get an advantage on you. So that's life.
You and I talked a little bit about David Acosta's assist to you for the game winner against Seattle, but just what have you seen out of him since this World Cup return? He's got 5 assists and a goal, has sort of taken it to another level.
Yeah, I think we all know he's a top player, and he shows that in training too. So it's great that it's paying off in games. Yeah, really good player, and I think we continue to find him and feed him, and I think that's really important for our number 10 to keep getting the ball, because at the end of the day, if he gets a lot of touches and he gets a lot of opportunities in the attacking third, he's going to make something happen. And I still think it's really important that we keep feeding him and keep giving him those opportunities.
The rotation in front of you, Ari Laster, Anthony, is there a difference when you're playing with those guys ahead of you?
Yeah, a little different. One's left-footed, one's right-footed, so I think that's an easy difference. But both great players, both great in transition, keeping the ball, all the things that you want in a winger. So I don't think it changes too much. But yeah, I think it's quality wherever we go with it.
Just Club America, of course, on Sunday, kind of a world-renowned club, if you will. What are you guys expecting atmosphere-wise? Timber's Army and then Club America in the house as well.
Not really sure. I think our fans always show up, so that's really important, and I continue to really enjoy that. So whatever it is, I think Timber's Army will be there and be loud and proud. So I'm enjoying that.
Any other questions, sir? We're going to go ahead with the Zoom questions. If anyone has one, please raise your hand. Okay, thank you everyone for being here. We invite you to join the next press conferences, and thank you.